this man we're going to introduce to you now, I'm going to get the story ready. He's been in the wars. He's the one that dropped the glass law, and it's not me, because he's been in the bloody wars lately. But I'm sure he'll deal with it. Oh, this is going to be the best segue ever. You're going to love this. I'm sure he's going to... I'm waiting to timing this perfectly, right? I'm sure he's going to deal with it all philosophically. Because he's called Socrates.
Hey, thanks a lot. Keep going with the camp. You had a great 2022. Not me either. Yeah, I am an American. Appreciate that too. Yeah, so my name is Socrates. I've been living here since about 2009, and Ken's a great Dutch teacher, but there's no better teacher than life. Back in March, I learned a new Dutch word that I'll never forget. That word was aangereden, which unfortunately means to be slammed into. In my case, ik ben aangereden door een scooterklotser. Which means I got slammed into by an asshole on a scooter. And I'll never forget the word, I'll tell you that much. So I got to go to the hospital, home with paracetamol.
We can still hang out.
And they applied conservative treatment to me. You know what conservative treatment is? It's the Dutch way of being cheap. Keeping it under that deductible. Basically, they did nothing. I got a blue strap. Anybody have a blue strap before? Blue strap, piece of Velcro, any sort of upper arm imagery. Goes here, goes there. That's it. She did say to me, would you like a shot of morphine? Yeah. I mean, if you're buying. And they told me that it comes good. Every Dutch doctor and therapist knows to tell you, tell them it comes good. It may not. Buy some time. What's it going to cost you? So they sent me home, told me to keep exercising it, and for about 4 months there I was sitting in my yard, in the backyard, trying to keep my arm mobile, waving to my neighbors. Getting these really bad vibes from them. Thought I was a Nazi. I explained to them the situation. Now they think I'm practicing to be a Nazi. It's not any better. It's not. So I said to the doctor, this isn't really what I was hoping for. And he said, helaas en pindakaas, which is a useless Dutch saying. It means, oh well, peanut butter. It's even less useful as a medical diagnosis. But it rhymes, and the Dutch love a good rhyme. Helaas en pindakaas. The other good rhyme I like is noken in the koken. Because noken in the koken rhymes too. Sounds fun, doesn't it? It is. It means fucking in the kitchen. Yeah, I didn't write it. It's their language. It does, doesn't it? Confirm me? Yeah? I don't know how to use noken in the koken in context. Maybe, why is Dutch food so bad? Everybody's noken in the koken. What do you get when you combine helaas, pindakaas, and noken in the koken? Satay sauce. Which, if you don't know, is this weird peanut butter that they put on chicken, like it's pornographic. So I said to my doctor, I said, Doc, my arm's not coming good. I mean, I can't get my arm. I have arm erectile dysfunction. And everybody knows the first step to coming good is getting it up. And that's it. So they went the extreme opposite on me, and they figured, all right, we should do something. And so they chopped me up in here and put 12 screws and took some bone out of my knee and some marrow and put it up there for some unknown reason. And now I can't walk. And there's a Dutch word for this as well. It's if you don't know that word, it doesn't really translate. You know it when it happens. It's similar to halos and Pentecost, but sucks a little bit worse, you know. I hear myself saying it, waiting for trains and trying to reach things up there. You know, there's worse times to hear it though. I think, like you don't want to hear it just after sex. That was that, huh? It's still better than hearing it before sex. At least I think so. But I was in Greece a little while ago as well, and finding out language is such a difficult thing. I'm learning my words, and there's a Greek drink called tipura. If you know it, it's like a hard, like moonshine, Greek moonshine. And it's a nice tasty drink, but there's also a fish called tsupuru. And I went into the restaurant and I tried to order some fish, and they brought me a shot. So I wanted to be good and they'd give me a shot. I'll take the shot. Sometimes it's morphine. Not always. But I tried to order some more fish and I got another shot. I did not eat any fish that night, you know, but I had a whole lot of fun, you know, because you never know where you're going to get led to, you know what I mean? Sometimes, like me, I was heading to the sauna that night. I ended up coming here. It took a long route, you know, but one of the great words for the Dutch words, you know, this is a crazy language, most Dutch word of all, and it's not swaffelen, which I know what you were thinking. You know, if you don't know, swaffelen is a Dutch word that they needed because it means to smack your dick into something. And I guess they got tired of saying, I'm going to smack my dick into that. We need a word for it. They love that word. That was the Dutch Word of the Year, 2008. I'm not joking. I moved here in March. They were still talking about it. But, of course, the most Dutch word is gezellig, right? Which is a wonderful, warm evening, you know? And it's something that you do as a group because it's sucky weather outside. And so you come into a small room and we make the whole thing fun and nice as a group, you know what I mean? That's one of the things I love about this place, and you know, what sucked about not coming out of my house for a while is a gezellig evening, you know? And that's, again, I thank you as a bunch of medicine for me for that. But that's a side note, it's not really a joke there. But one of my favorite words, I don't know if you noticed, this world is in crisis now. We're all waiting for the politicians to save us, which is not necessarily the best thing. It's like waiting for the Dutch medical system. But you know, politics is a misunderstood thing. You know, a lot of people don't know that this is, of course, it's a Greek word. And as any Greek father would tell you, you have to tell people, any word's Greek, you have to tell people this is a Greek word. And politics comes from the Greek word poly, which means many, and ticks. It's a blood-sucking parasite. Spreads disease. Politics. Makes more sense, doesn't it? Of course, they didn't spread diseases for years, but recently they got back into it. And it put a bad stain on democracy itself, which kind of sucks, because democracy is a great idea. And if you don't know or not, that's a Greek word. It comes from demo, to try out, and krisi, which is Greek for wine. That's what the people wanted. They wanted to try some wine. They wanted to have a party. Which is why all political groups are called parties. Nobody parties like the Green Party parties. There's never once have I gotten a cheer for the Green Party, which is sort of sad for me. And for your kids. Do you have kids? Is an audience with a bunch of kids? Anybody in a relationship? Bunch of masturbators? Woo! Yeah! I used to, but I had to give it up for Arm. Where are you from by any chance? Where are you from? What? Oh, you're a Netherlander, so this doesn't really work for you. Well, do you know see, in America, our word for our favorite little thing is like our sugar plum, honey bean, sugar pie, you know? Because if you love something, you should make it fat and give it a heart attack. Of course, you know the Dutch word, schatje. I don't get that. How do you put your baby to sleep like that, you know? Good night, my little schatje. I know it's kind of hitting harder than you guys say it. You'll shrink it down to shot. How's that better? Shot. I like the word ouchie, which is a little onion, but it sounds better, doesn't it? My little ouchie. Who is my little ouchie? You need a paracetamol. Well, anyway, so I'm going to close this thing out with just the reality. When life gives you shit, you know, see, as a Greek, you know, they say when life gives you lemons, you should make lemonade. Assuming you have a bunch of sugar in a pitcher of water. You know. And as a Greek, you know, I say, you know, when life gives you lemons, you should have fish. Because nothing is better with lemons than fish. You know. But of course, if you give a man a fish, he'll eat for a day. And yet if you teach that man to fish, he'll eat for a lifetime. So I say, if you teach a Greek man to fish, he'll be glad when life gives him lemons. Because all the fish. My name is Socrates. You guys have been great. I'll see you in the hospital.